Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I feel very privileged. I have a really wonderful career that I am always excited about, and I've been excited about it all my life. Every morning when I go to work, like I said, it's a day to look forward to, and I get to do different things all the time. So the reason I can get to this really great career is because I've had strong supporters all my life that I've been very grateful for and that have launched me in this really interesting adventure. So the first person I would like to recognize is my father, who would have been 90 this year. He was the biggest proponent of my STEM interests and what I wanted to do with my life. So he's a financial person. He's not an engineer, but he's not any less a person, I guess, but he's still not an engineer. Right, so he saw that I had a passion and affinity for this. He encouraged me in what we now call STEM activities, and when I told him I wanted to be an engineer, he was the happiest person because of that decision. Right, so Dad continued to support me for the rest of his life, and he was a source of strength for any professional issues that I had or any time I needed advice. So I'm very grateful for my father's role in propelling me on this wonderful adventure. I'd also like to recognize my graduate supervisors at the University of British Columbia, where I did a lot of my graduate work. And my undergraduate degree as well. So Boya Alborn and Vinod Modi were my graduate advisors for my master's and my PhD respectively. They provided opportunity. So it's important to give the younger people the opportunity to see how they can measure up against what was possible. They did a really good job in encouraging me and believing in me, and they groomed me for the job that I've got today. So I'm very grateful to them for that. But for the last 32 years, the most steadfast supporter of my career has been my husband. Right, so he's very patient with me, and sometimes that's difficult. He gives me really good advice, whether I wanted it or not, and he's usually correct with his advice, and he very happily helps with our boys. So if I have to travel or if I'm extraordinarily busy, he's happy to be there to fill in. So we're going to have been married 28 years this Saturday, and and I'm happy that my husband, Marcel Lefrancois, is with me today. So I'd like to thank Engineers Nova Scotia for believing in me as well and putting forward the nomination. So this is Rosalie Hanlon, Len White. I also like to thank Girl Guides of Canada, Lorena Fortune, the Provincial Commissioner of Nova Scotia Girl Guides, for also supporting this nomination. I'm thrilled that Engineers Canada wants to recognize the work I do in the support of women in engineering professions. And the reason, well, if I can even do a reasonable job of it, it's because I have had a great father, husband, and set of advisors. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm only returning the favor. Thank you.